Hey guys, Scott here, Pine Barren Craftsman. This video is going to be pretty intense. I want to be straight with you guys, okay? I want to be upfront and honest. There's a large part of my life that has been revolving around an addiction. Everybody has an addiction. Everybody has a vice. Everybody has something that their mind wanders to, almost to the point of, obsession, beyond obsession. And it's coupled with two things, right? One thing, you can be obsessed about a topic, but another is you're change your mind and your decisions a lot. So you're not settling on one thing in that bracket. Obviously, we know where this is going. It's cars. Okay, cars have always been a huge addiction for me, and I think I talked about this in one of the other videos, like what does your mind go to at night when you're going to sleep? And a lot of times it's car parts, ways I'm going to fix the car, how I'm going to grapple or attempt to do something else. And it's weird because I have this guilt, like I should have grown out of it. This is something that should have been grown out of it, but it's been instilled in my mind since childbirth. Basically, that you grow up, you go to work, you have a life and a house and a family and job, and ever since I probably say 16, 17, I got it off the BMX biking stuff because I really loved that. I was obsessed with that, but I wasn't immersed in it. I wasn't adult yet, and then the car stuff started coming, and it slowly grew. And it was the bonding with the friends. I have friends, a couple of really good guys that I know about, and other ones I've made along the way about cars. And it was always something that I really related to a couple of my buddies with. And I love the fact that I have them in my lives. Like we can go to a swap meet, look at car parts. We can go out, and it grows. It grows a little bit. You can get into like antiques. You can go into other like types of hobbies. But for me, it's never been more than the car stuff. We're talking trucks, lowrider cars, lowrider trucks, mud trucks, sports cars, race cars, muscle cars, hot rods, rat rods, the whole deal. This is an addiction. And the trouble with it is, it's really hard to understand from family members. Everybody I've ever been around or lived inside their house or been close to, they see it. They think to themselves like, okay, this is going to be the car that he's going to keep, or maybe that car is the one he's always wanted. Now he's going to be happy, and they want me to be happy. You can see it, but it's this mad scientist mentality that we got to tear into this car. We're going to fix it. We're going to throw a bunch of money into it, and then all of a sudden, the interest drops. It's like, nah, there's something better for me than this. I can't be wasting the money in this. Or the guilt comes in. This is something that has been this little angel and this little devil on my shoulder. And the angel saying, man, you're really going to take that money out of your kid's mouth? You're really going to put that money into that? Yeah, I got to do this. I got to get this motor. And then he's all right. I can do this with him on this way. But then you wind up selling stuff. And that's where I'm at. In my life, I've had over 50 cars, I want to say. Most of them have been underneath the $5,000 price range, right? There haven't been like a lot of high dollar cars. So it's not an addiction that's really affected me financially. It doesn't come out of my paycheck as much as you might think. But there was a couple that I did put a lot of money into, and I sold them at a loss or broke even. And that's because I won't lie when I sell stuff. I'll definitely, hold on to the receipts and explain to the next person what they're getting. And it's hard because you let things go that you put time into, and then you start over. The whole process, it goes from conception, okay? I want to get a rat rod, let's say. All right, I'm going to get a rat rod. I go look up some pictures of rat rods. I get an idea of what I like. And then I go onto the internet and this marketplace, this Craigslist, the auto shoppers back in the day. You go start looking through what they got. And then you start aligning things that you saw online or on a magazine, what used to be magazines. And you start getting that, like, yeah, I could do this, I could do that. And in your mind, all the work and all the money that's going to be invested is kind of like in the back. And all you do is you see yourself sitting behind the steering wheel, like chop top or big mud truck, dropping gear and hitting hitting the mud and the mud's still flying in the sky behind you for like 60 seconds because you shot the mud so high off your groundhog tires, like, or the gumbo mudders. This is the stuff that I'm passionate about. And when I see people that are into it, it's like, yeah, man, you get it. And it's like that moment, that bonding, you know. It's more than guitars, more than music. It's that ultimate passion. Now, so you understand the struggle. And I'm sure this is for everybody that has an addiction. And this is more of a lighthearted, a positive addiction because you're doing it just for yourself, you know, to be happy and to be selfish, you know, and to be like proud, like you want to go to the car show and show off what you can do. And, you know, can I do it? That was a big challenge. Like, can you chop this car yourself? The first car I chopped, I had a really good guy come over, help me out. And his son, I bought a 54 Chevy from him. And it had like this big fiberglass Continental kit that was molded to the back of it. And I was like, I got to chop this car, man. He's like, we're going to help you chop it. No extra price, no extra charge. Come over and help you out. And they did. This guy came to my house and was helping me chop it. He had a suit and dress pants on one day. He's welding holes in his pants and his dress shoes because coming back from a job interview. Great stories. I got videos that I can't share on the internet because they're too old and choppy, but pictures, you know, the concept of a custom car really infected me, like taking pictures and pictures and pictures on like regular old Kodak swipers and go get them printed out, bring them in the house. I'm looking at them at night, is it level? Is it straight? And then it came to, okay, other people's opinions. I've always been someone that likes to talk and enjoy the concept, enjoy the sharing, and really care about, like, okay, maybe this guy knows better. Maybe he doesn't know better. Maybe I could just take him for his word on this. And I get into other people's versions of things. And then somewhere along the way, my interest in the direction I wanted to go, I kind of veer off because I want a friend to be involved with it so bad. I tend to like listen. So couple times I have regret. I shouldn't have got rid of that car. You know, this car was a better vehicle and he was right or she was right. I should have did this. I listened to my wife or listened to my ex. I did things, you know, and you keep coming back to like, no, this is what I want to do. This is what we'll do. So you can see how excited and fast paced this video is. It's because I'm passionate about it. Okay. I'm watching guys right now rip across this lake at probably 100 miles an hour on snowmobiles, and I have no interest in it. Never did it. I don't care about it. It's beautiful. I would love to be on the back of it or maybe driving it. But to me, it's like, I can't wait to get the car out of the garage and go head to the car show or go get some ice cream down along the coast and just, you know. So when you guys see me and people that know me and they say, why does he keep changing his cars? You had a Model A, you had Internationals, you had a C10 pickup truck that was awesome. You did all this work to and you got rid of it. I do what I do based on my impulses with that. It's one of the realms that I allow myself to be completely impulsive. If I don't like it and that day it tells me don't like it, I got to sell it. I got to get rid of it. It's like wild. It's like a wild, freeing thing. And I know it drives people nuts because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make financial sense. It doesn't make sense for the stress. So you got the hunt, you find a car. I love going to look at the car. I love getting excited about to get the money in your hand. You're like, yeah, we're going to get this car, get the trailer. That's like the biggest thing. If I got a trailer, forget it. I'll be looking at cars every week because now I got an easy way to get them home. And, you know, I can see how people fill up a garage. But now, in my heart, I know that there is a perfect ride. There is a car out there. There's a project out there for me that is meant to be the car. And that's the one I'm going to keep, right? For me to hand down to my family, my son. A lot of times people keep the car that they had from high school. See, those things are long gone. So I didn't hold on to none of that. And I lost interest. So it was an honest change, you know. I think about the work now for this Trans Am in the garage. I should get a radiator for it. I think I want to do electric fans on it instead of the fan that's direct. I like it. I think it's safer and I think it's cleaner. There's more room to work if you need to get in there. So like, there's things about that. I know it's not the cleanest Trans Am in the world. I know that's like a 10-foot car. So in my mind, it's like perfect. I'm going to take that car out as soon as there's no mud on this road. I don't care if there's salt. I don't care if there's bugs. I don't care if there's moose antlers bouncing off the car. I'm going out to drive my car. That's the type of person I am. So I'm not really good with high dollar car that you want to keep and restore. It's just not me. I want to drive them. I want to feel the wind in the hair and do that. So you're passionate about buying a car. You're passionate about being impulsive about the next thing, which is horrible financially. Then you do the work. You can do the work. I could put motors in, transmissions in. I could do rears. I could do suspension. I could do brakes. I could do gas lines. I could do chops. I could weld. I could paint. I know how to paint a car. I have my ways that makes it easy on us. Like I could do a lot. And I watch these shows. Forget about it. These shows are just like what they're doing with HGTV, with like renovating your house and flipping houses, renting houses. These car shows, they're everywhere. Ian, Full Custom Garage, Bad Chad. They got a new one out. Ian did a YouTube channel, Full Custom Ian. It just gets you like wanting to do stuff. So a lot of people say, turn the TV off and go out and work on your car, right? That's where the problem is. Go downstairs and I'm thinking, I got to buy this, I got to buy that. And the guilt sets in. I don't want to spend money on anything. So you got to find the right budget. You got to maintain your receipts, right? You got to pass it by the financial wizards in the house to make sure that we're not going to, do something that's going to bite us. I would love to be able to bring this full portfolio of what I'm going to do, and this is going to be it. I've done that once. I've had a full open clean slate, and I built a C10. I built it from the ground up. Motor, trans, and rear were built by a professional shop, but everything else was me. I put the suspension on. I did all custom this, that, and the other. And, I sold it. I sold it because I felt like I should sell it. It's probably the right thing to do. I had 20 grand in it. I sold it for less than that, a little bit of a loss, because I knew that there's depreciation in the parts. And I also knew that if I had taken it to the next level with a big paint job, I would have got more money, but that would have been more money invested. So it was like one of those things. It was like I got tired of it, bored of it. Very difficult. Oh, and it's a truck. I wanted something for the back seat, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, are we really going to drive 3 seats everywhere on the bench? I know a lot of people put 2 kids on the seats between parents, so I could have did the truck. So right now I'm having a little bit of like seller's remorse for the truck. Now the Trans Am's down there, I need stuff. I've done a lot. I've done the floor pans in it, I did a fuel line already in it, dropped the gas tank, fixed that. And then I can go out there and tinker on it, and keep it under the budget. I'd like to be able to drive that all summer. I'm venting. This has been a very therapeutic video for me, because I can admit that I have an addiction, and judge me as you wish. I want to get it out there, explain why. It's not that I'm spoiled or feel like I just need these cars, to be happy. I'm happy. If I never had another car again, because I can't, that's fine. I'll deal with it. But it's in my blood, right? And if I can find a way to get it, and if I can make sense of it. I bought a nice boat last year. I'm thinking like maybe I could get rid of the boat and buy another car. It's just a project, something to chop for the channel. I really want to chop something for this channel to show everybody that I can do that. And I really think it'd be interesting. Like, wow, okay, Scott can really do this. I want to prove to the public and my friends that might watch this, say, okay, man, I didn't realize he could do that. I can, I've learned over the last 10 years, 15 years about a lot of different things that I'm proud about. And I want to share that. Just like I'm playing the guitar. I feel like I'm good enough to play a song I can put on the video here and show it off. I want to do that with my car abilities, Thanks for watching. What's your addiction? What's your hobby? What's your interest? What's the thing that you can't live without? It could be anything. It used to be hacky sacking and bike riding for me, and music. But ever since those early 20s, late teens, I really got into this car hobby. It's never left me. I'm 40. It's never going to leave me. It's funny how fast 40 comes and you're still doing the same things. My buddy knows who he is, and I know he struggles sometimes because he doesn't have a car to play with. but he's doing the right thing for his family. And I can't get mad or look down or judge. I know how easy it would be for me to build a project with him. You know, $1,500. We'll go get an old S10 and make a lowrider tomorrow, and he could go to the Walmart on the weekends and go pick up groceries and feel like he's got his old car project back. 10 minutes we could build it, you know. But it's not the right thing for everybody, you know. And you know, like, share, subscribe, talk to me. Let me know what you think. All right. Post some pictures of your projects. If you got cars, you want to talk cars on this channel, let's talk cars, man. You know, if you want to see something that I chopped, you want to see me chop something, you got something that you want to sell me to chop, let me know. Thanks for watching.